Hi everyone and welcome to the Ulti Show here at the Asia-Oceanic Ultimate and Guts Club Championships in Manila this year. I have two special guests here with me. Could you guys introduce yourselves, please?
Hi, I'm Mish Phillips. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I play on the club team Bauhaus. I'm a player on the national women's team, the Firetails, and I'm currently head coach of the under-24s women's team for Australia.
Hi, I'm Sarah Brereton. I also played with Mish on the Australian team and also coaching with Mish as well with the under-24s. I'm from Perth, though, Western Australia, so involved in my local club there as well.
Fantastic. So you guys are both playing and coaching and supporting at this tournament. How are things going? I mean, there's a lot of women's teams here as well as mixed this year, and of course the men's teams as well, right?
Yeah, it's wonderful to see how many teams are here, particularly, obviously, we both care a lot about the women's division, so we're really thrilled about that. Bauhaus has brought over a very development-focused team, bringing in a lot of international friends and interstate friends as well. So our challenge, but also our biggest opportunity, has been how to bring together lots of different styles of play. And we've had one win and one loss, and we're feeling pretty great, so it's been going really well for us so far.
Yeah, it's been really exciting as well to see a couple of women's teams that I don't believe were represented at Worlds previously, or not in 2016. So it's been really amazing to play against some completely different styles, and really nice that some of the teams have also brought really strong development teams in, and everyone's taking time to make sure that everyone's learning and having a positive time. So it's been really, really great so far.
You guys talk about specific interest in women's development, so tell me what you guys are doing involved with that. How's that all going?
I think there's two main areas that we're both involved in. One is women's leadership and coaching development, so trying to get more female leaders, more opportunities for female leaders, and also provide resources for those leaders, captains, coaches, to get those skills. And the second mission, which maybe Sarah can talk a bit more about, is about trying to link the Firetails, the senior women's team, the content that that team has learnt and worked on, trying to link that better to the younger divisions in Australia.
I wonder if you could share with me and with the people watching, what is it that's key to helping women's development, do you think? I mean, on a personal level, I've played for 10 years. I didn't play women's until I was in the UK, and playing women specifically, you know, training female coaches specific towards women changed all of my games. It changed my mixed game. It changed even when I played on men's teams as well. So is that something key? Is it making sure that you focus with female coaches in women's teams? Does that really help?
I think overall it's making decisions to actually do something about it. It's often thought of as like slowly we'll improve it and we'll slowly get more women's teams and more women's coaches. And I reckon that's absolute rubbish. Like, we can make those decisions now. And Australia, as an example, went from having maybe 2 senior head coaches, female head coaches at the senior level, to having, I don't know, about 8 to 10 up-and-coming young coaches in the last 6 months, because AFTA committed to actually making that happen, to inviting female coaches to apply and to opening up those opportunities. So it's about communities actually deciding to make a difference. So we've got Havoc Ultimate here with 2 teams who are the first female Singapore club team ever. And they were like, we need to make single gender start happening in Singapore, so we're just going to do it. And then you've got some Cambodian women over here for the first time. There's 8 of them, I think, playing, and that's incredible, and they've decided to make stuff happen. So there's a lot of reasons why communities don't. There's a huge number of reasons why communities don't, and I think you have to get over them and just make those decisions to make the right thing happen, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it's so much that you need to have female coaches coaching female teams, but it was more having those pathways for us as players, seeing leaders, seeing people take those opportunities, and then seeing that big growth all the way through the spectrum. So it doesn't just sort of stop when you retire playing. Like, that's how a lot of other sports continue so successfully, is that there are strong pathways for people to keep going, and for women to see that as well, especially so that you can sort of come in and out of the sport as you need to and keep supporting your club. It's nice to have a place to go where you already know you're going to feel valued.
Yeah. Fantastic. And you guys mentioned also, you know, under 24 teams, which is obviously a focus of yours. Big tournament in Perth in a few months' time. What's that going to be like? Is the prep going well? Are you guys excited for that?
Yeah, we're really excited. I love working with this age group because you've got athletes who already have great skills and are really motivated to work hard for this, and are also young enough that they're not locked down into certain habits or certain playing styles. And so for a national team, you are bringing in players from all over Australia, and it's really important that those players can play together as a team. And I am loving watching all these young athletes just connect with their teammates from interstate, and we're trying to play quite a new, much more free-flowing play style that attacks strong spaces and moves away from some of the really set structures that Australian Ultimate has done in the past. And these girls are so open-minded to it and have been doing really well inside that new system. So we're only right at the beginning of the campaign now, and already we're seeing really great things. So we're really pumped for what it's going to look like come January.
Yeah, they're looking very inspiring at the moment. I haven't played for a few months, I think over 12 months actually, but it was a big part of wanting to come back and play, watching these girls play and just really embody themselves as athletes, really taking it seriously. They work so hard, and it's definitely been a learning curve as coaches as well, learning from them as players. So enjoyable, and I'm absolutely thrilled that it's going to be in Perth too, so can't wait for that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for chatting with us today, guys. So that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this edition of the LT Show here in Manila.